4 years ago, I made a film saying that we were in an optimistic era. It was a bright, sunny spring morning, and we had changed, well, I should say, the occupant of the White House had changed. And we all thought it was going to be a season of endless joy. Well, this is the fall of 2025, and I don't think anybody could say the world is in a great spot. There really isn't a lot of hope and optimism. But that changes like the weather. There will be another springtime of much hope, and so let's look forward to that. Meanwhile, today I have a special treat. I'm going to do a wine tasting at the end of this video. Il y a 4 ans, j'ai tourné une vidéo en disant que c'était une époque de beaucoup d'espérance. Malheureusement, on ne peut pas dire la même chose maintenant, mais ça va changer. This very simple recipe depends on 2 things. 1, coquilles Saint-Jacques, which are sea scallops. Those are fresh out of Nantucket Sound, and they're very good. In France, you can't get them this season of the year. They're only in season after November because they have to have time to replenish the stock or whatever. In America, you can get them whenever you want them. So those are those. And this is a grapefruit that was supposed to have been pink and obviously is not, but it will do just fine. So the first thing is I've obviously split it in half, and then we're just going to remove these little sections of it. And to do that, you really have to have a sharp knife, and you have to get way down in it, and it will cooperate eventually. So I'm going to keep going with this for a little bit, and we'll be back. This is the juice of that pamplemousse or grapefruit and the zest. And now I'm going to add a little bit of white wine to it, and then I'm going to turn this on and reduce it by half. Alright, it has reduced. I'm now adding a little bit of honey to this. Otherwise, that will just be too sour to stand. And whisk that in. Then I'm whisking in an egg white. An egg yolk. The white you can save for another purpose. Get that in there really good. For example, if you wanted to use grapefruit juice, you could make a sorbet out of that. Just beat an egg white and put it into it and freeze it in your freezer, and then use something to break it up with an electric mixer, and you'll have a sorbet. Well, let's get on with our Sabayon. This is a wonderful light sauce that has no fat, no cream, no butter. This Sabayon is now done. It's light and frothy. You could, of course, go longer and make it thicker, but I think that's fine for what I want to do. For the scallops, I'm using Julia Child's tried and true method, which is to salt, pepper them, and put a dredge of flour. The flour will stop the splattering, for one thing. So we'll just let those cook away. So to plate this, I would begin with the Sabayon. Just pour it right in the middle. And then we have a few pieces of these grapefruit that, I held back. You can imagine if that was pink, it would be a little prettier, but so be it. And then finally, these scallops. I would have been better off using clarified butter, but I didn't have any this morning, so this will just have to do as well. And they're lovely just as is. Now, just to finish it, I have a few pieces of basil to add just a little color here and there. I also have a basil flower Those are real pretty, you know. You can use those for cooking. And maybe just one more little one there. And that's really all it needs. This is a luscious first course, and we're going to taste some wine to go with it. I have to confess, I was thinking of the wine first and what would go well with the wine, and so that's why I made it this way. This is the star of the show. I've been looking for domestic replacement for French wines, given the tariffs that our president has put on things and has caused the price to double. And this is as French as you can get, because it is a Domaine Drouhin, a French family that has owned the vintage, or I should say the vineyards. And this is the Rose Rock Chardonnay. And I'm hoping here now we have something on the lines of a real French beauty, like a Montrachet. It's funny how you remember things. I remember having, years ago, the first Courton Chardonnay that I ever tasted, and I swear I thought it was a red wine. It was so big. Now, California Chardonnays are good too, but the Oregon climate is closer to that of Burgundy. So, let me just smell this. Oh, well, so good so far. One other cautionary note. Americans serve white wines away too cold. If you have it in your refrigerator, pull it out and let it sit at room temperature 30 minutes before you dare even drink it. It needs to be slightly cool, but not cold, except, of course, for champagne. Now let's see what this is like. It's really, really good. I would say more like a Merceau. It's not as big. It's a little bit more focused than those two great grows, but I'm sure they probably make reserve bottles that equal that. This one is not quite that, but boy, is it good. It is a really, I mean, it's as French as it gets.